Hi there, I'm just another Amy, and this is my first ever plan with me and a bullet journal. So I've used other journaling systems in the past, and I've always wanted to give bullet journaling a try because there's just that creative freedom that I crave from it. Unlike traditional planners where everything is just already laid out for you, there is complete artistic freedom with the bullet journal. So let's go ahead and try a few pens on this pen test sheet to see what is going to work for us. So these mild liners are something that I have really loved in the past for working with journaling because they're nice and opaque, which makes them nice to write over, but they're a little darker pigment than a regular highlighter, and they have so many cool colors. So this is the Pilot V7. I really love this pen because it writes super smooth. These Prismacolor hand lettering pens have been something I've been holding on to for a while and haven't really gotten around to using them. I hope to get more into hand lettering as I continue my journey through bullet journaling. I want 2021 to be my year that I just start. I spend so much time procrastinating, overthinking things, just feeling like, what if I fail? What if I mess up? What if I'm not good enough? But all those what ifs just always are constantly holding me back. So this is going to be my year where I just start. This spread is based off of the K-drama show Itaewon Class. And if you haven't watched the series, you definitely should give it a watch. Now, I don't want to give too much away of the show because you definitely should watch it, but the reason that I really love this show is the main character. So no matter how many curveballs he is thrown and obstacles are in his path, he still continues to fight and chase for his dreams. And that's something that's truly admirable. Even when things get tough and it seems like I'm making no progress, I still want to keep trying. I don't want to give up on myself or my dreams. So I just outlined everything because I want to make the background for this completely black because I want this neon sign to just pop and stand out really good. So I went back through my swatches to make sure I chose the right marker because this is going to be a lot of black and I definitely don't want that to bleed through and ruin this journal. So I'm just going to go through with a white gel pen to just add some highlights so that make it look like that sign is really shining. And now I'm just going to write out a few of the beginning lyrics to the song Start that is featured in the show. It's kind of like the overall theme song and has a great message to it. Despite it's in Korean, I wrote it in English, of course. You already have too many ambitions, Amy. You don't need to learn Korean, too. Maybe someday, yeah. Yeah, someday we'll learn Korean. And on the left side, I'm just going to go through using those same colors that we used in the main spread to create a grid spacing guide. I've seen a few other bullet journalers do this, and it definitely helped as I was going through the process to determine how I was going to go about spacing everything. And it's a really good thing to just have for a cheat sheet. Someday I'll get to the point where I don't even need this. I'll know exactly how many squares is going to be everything. But until then, we'll go ahead and use the grid spacing guide. Alright, so we're going to continue using the same colors throughout the rest of this. So this is going to be my top 3 goals for 2021. I'm not really sure what my goals are going to be this year, but I think one of them is definitely going to be working on this YouTube channel and making improvements. But we all got to start somewhere, which is the theme of this entire journal, I guess. And we're going to go ahead and do some monthly gratitude too, because there are a lot of things to be thankful for. And keeping track of that monthly is just going to... I'm not sure what it's going to do, but we're going to find out, you know? So tell me, what do you hope to get from your monthly gratitude logs? And if you've done these in the past, what have you gained from them? And on the opposite side, we're just going to make a brain dump section. So this is just going to be a good place for me to put random doodles, ideas, word vomit, what have you. And we're all just going to keep it there, all nice and collective. So something I want to focus on this year is the start of this YouTube channel that we got going on here. I want to make a solid commitment to this. So I'm going to keep track of when I'm posting, when I'm editing, when I'm filming, everything like that. And this will give me a good sense of how I'm improving for my time management skills, how long it takes me from filming to editing, and I'll just see improvements in the time that I have to spend on actually creating a video. And that'll just be nice to see, you know. I feel like this is going to serve as a good visual reminder to stay on track and keep track of my progress as I'm improving on my time management skills when it comes to editing, posting, everything that has to do with that part of YouTube. That was really redundant, but yeah, I really need to work on those time management skills. Anyone else out there a procrastinator? And ta-da! I wish I could really do it that fast. Another thing I want to improve this year is my Twitch channel. So I've dedicated an entire spread just for this. For this first section that I have here, I'm just going to add This first section is just going to be an area where I can jot down all the ways that I could add value to the channel, whether that be through viewer interactions or whatever. And then this next area is just going to be generalized things that are working or are not working. So I know one thing that I already want to put in that added value, and that is customizing my point system that I have going on Twitch and updating those rewards and stuff. And for this area, I'm just going to make a timeline so I can keep track of all the happenings that are going on my Twitch channel throughout the year. This will be a good place for me to just write down milestones or things that I want to remember that happened throughout the year. It'll be really fun to look back on. One thing I keep hearing over and over again in the Twitch community is the need to create discoverable content. So this idea I came up with is just a little spyglass, and I'm going to write find me, and in this area I'm just going to write ways that I can create discoverable content. And another thing I need to work on is keeping my chat moving. So I'm using this area right here as a designated area to jot down those ideas that I can use to keep my chat moving. Now, onto the fun pages. So I really love this one. So I want a plain, simple thing to keep track of my games. So what better thing than a Super Nintendo cartridge that I can just write down my games as I go. I had so much fun drawing all these, and I can't wait to fill them all in. They turned out super cute, and I just love them. Now we're going to start working on our bookshelf. So with this, I didn't even really count how many books that were on here, but I just hope to read more this year. Probably going to cut down on my screen time and trade that for reading time. So for this, I really wanted to include a couple of my favorite things on top of the bookshelf to make it less plain and boring. So we have a Starbucks cup and then a little skein of yarn, because those are just two of my favorite things. I decided to leave a couple of blank pages just in case I decide I need some more space later on this year. So let's just have a quick flip through of this. Considering this is my first time ever doing any bullet journaling, I am very happy with the way things are turning out so far in it. I would love it if you could join me on my journey as I continue my bullet journal. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and thank you so much for watching.